A couple months ago, I saw one of the weirdest trailers I've seen in quite a while. The Banana Splits movie. If you remember the old Hanna-Barbera cartoon from the 1960s, 1970s, it was that little musical group of animals that would run around and do wacky things, and their whole song was like, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, and run around and cause mischief around Six Flags Over Texas. That was my exposure to them. They were a little before my time, but I still remember them from Saturday morning cartoons and Boomerang and everything else. So I saw this trailer and I was like, what is this? And then, you know, when I was out shopping, I saw it out in the new release stack and I was like, I gotta check it out. So I did. I kind of actually waited a day or two before I decided to really invest in this, but I went into it. And so I finally sat down and watched it. It kind of became a weird obsession the longer I put it off. I don't know how I felt about it. It was one of those things that was like, I kind of like this. And then I was watching it, I was like, yeah, I kind of like this. As mentioned before, the Banana Splits is a group of 4 animal musicians. There's Fleagle the dog, Bingo the monkey, Drooper the lion, and Snorky the elephant. Somehow in this movie, they're still relevant, even though in our reality, they haven't been a thing for quite a while. I know they were in a Banana Split Suicide Squad comic a couple years back. So I guess they're trying to do some new things with those old Hanna-Barbera properties. When this came out, I was like, alright, you have these animated Saturday morning cartoon characters as killers. Let's do this. The whole plot is they're still relevant these days. Well, sort of. This one 9-year-old kid named Harley is still obsessed with them, and he actually gets tickets to go see the Banana Splits for his birthday. To see a live taping of it. So he goes, and everything seems okay, but this is also unknown to anybody the last day of the Banana Splits show. There's been some corporate promotions, and the guy in charge now is like, I'm done with this show, so he cancels it. The Banana Splits aren't people in costumes and they aren't the wacky lovable characters that they're known as. They're robots. And when the robots hear this, they decide to murder everybody in the soundstage. And it gets dark. But it's so weird though because they play it as this slapsticky cartoony. I mean, they do these horrible deaths and then they're just... It's within their character, so it's kind of happy and kind of slapsticky, wacky, and it's funny in a really twisted way. The special effects aren't so bad. I mean, they ramp up a couple kills here and there, and it's like, okay, you know, they're getting some body count there, and then all of a sudden, there's a plot twist, which is, wow, they've really been busy since they found out their show's been canceled all in this one day. They very clearly telegraph who the victims are going to be in this particular movie. They're all like the worst of the worst. There's the dad who wants his kid to be a TV star. There's the online social media influencers who want to do like this big thing for their online show. Can you imagine someone doing an online show? Whatever. Hey. But you know all these people are going to meet their ends, and there were a couple times I thought it was funny. I was actually entertained that they pulled off this goofy-ass idea, and I don't know who greenlit this over at Warner Brothers, but I'm like, you remarkable bastards. This is the funniest, freshest idea I've seen in a while. I mean, it's not a great movie, but it's a fun movie, and if it's like, alright, I'm going to ride this premise, I'm going to do this. It's weird, but you know what? I'm going to give it a chance, and I did. And I had a good time with it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know what to expect from it. I certainly didn't expect what I got, but they held together a pretty coherent movie. There were a couple things that didn't make sense though. I mean, I'm not really sure why exactly they turned evil. I mean, I know their show was canceled and they have like this caretaker, this technician that obviously upgrades them. And he did something, but it was before they got fired, so I don't know if that influenced it. And it was only one of them. It was Drooper that got corrupted by this virus. And how did it get the others? Are they all on a shared network? They didn't really make it clear. And there's one or two moments I really had to suspend my disbelief. And it was like, you know what? Look at what you're watching. You're watching a murderous Saturday morning cartoon. So why am I picking this too much? It's culty, it's cheesy, it's laughable. It's not a bad movie though. It actually held all the plot points and everything. I could see them trying to do a sequel. Kind of hope they don't. I think this is a funny one-off idea. I think it works in that context. But I don't know if they should do a direct sequel to Banana Splits. If anything, I'd like to see other people explore weird ideas for other Hanna-Barbera properties and just See what they do with it. If this is like the crazy nutty stuff they want to try to pull with this, go for it. Try other things. At this point, why don't you just bring out the Herculoids and have them manage a fast food restaurant? I mean, do some weird stuff with it. Go for it. I honestly didn't think I'd legitimately be recommending the Banana Splits movie, but here I am. This is what I'm doing. I enjoyed it enough I can recommend it to other people. Basically, you already know what you're getting into. This is like a Five Nights at Freddy's knockoff sort of thing. I think this actually used some abandoned script idea for a Five Nights movie. Anyway, this is my first recommendation for Halloween 2019. You'll have to see what I do next week. Is the voice working for me? I don't know if the voice is working for me. You know what? I'm going with it, just like I did with Banana Splits. I'll see you next time.